What's up, Eagles Nation? What's going on, NFL world? How you doing, Division Rivals? This is Stephen Hyder with Cade City Sports Channel. Sports Channel where the cerebral NFL fan comes for about 10 minutes of daily content on the eve of this here, not even the eve, on the day of this here draft. I want to make a quick video, guys, where I want to talk about edge rushers. Because I'm seeing some comments coming in, and it's not just one person, guys. I've seen multiple people say this, to where some people don't like this edge rusher draft. I'm here to present a dissenting view here. I love this edge rusher draft. I think this is a very good draft for edge rusher. You might not have the premier top 10 talent here, right? I think it's argumentative. I've heard some guys say that they don't view guys like Jalen Phillips, they don't view guys like Kwity Paye as top 15 prospects. I tend to disagree, especially in this here particular draft. I do think that they are, argumentative top 12. I won't say that's a lock, but definitely top 15. I would consider them to be, one of the 15 best players in this draft class. But I get what you're saying. There's not like a real, true, like, blue blood, going to be double-digit sack for 6 to 7 to 8 years. There's not that guy. And I get that. At least there's not that guy known offhand. Like, any of these guys could turn into that, could develop into that. But none of these guys project originally as that, right? But I think part of this has to do with the fact that when we look at these edge rushers, we're focusing too much on Kwity Paye, Gregory Rousseau, Jason Oweh, Jalen Phillips, Azeez Ojulari, and I'm going to put a sixth guy in this group, although he's really a day 2 pick, and Carlos Basham Jr. Those are the 6 guys that really get a lot of time and attention, and they're good players. Any of those guys were to slip late into the late 20s and we traded up and drafted them, I'd be okay with it. Any of these guys slipped into the second round and we drafted them, I'd be okay with it. I could understand the value, I could understand what's going on here. But I'll tell you, I really like the idea of targeting a guy in the third round, because I think this draft is better than just Carlos Basham Jr. in the second round, or one of these guys slipping into the second round. I want to go through some prospects I'm seeing, and I want to tell you how I view them, like who they're similar to, guys, right? Rashad Weaver. The guy had a pass rush win rate. He's an ACC guy, played at Pittsburgh. This is a good football player, guys. 21% win rate on pass rush. It's really high, guys. And he was versatile. He wasn't just good in the pass. He was also good against the run, where he graded out as a 79.8. Look, he's a little bigger than a guy like Kwity Paye, but if you like Kwity Paye, then you're probably going to like Rashad Weaver a lot too, right? Because he's athletic, but he's not like ridiculously athletic. But he's got a lot of the good traits. He's stronger for a guy like that. He's very Kwity Paye-like to me. Like, that's a guy that I like a lot, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. The next guy I like a lot, Peyton Turner. Peyton Turner's gotten a lot of attention recently, guys, so this one shouldn't really come as a shock to you. But Peyton Turner, very good football player, guys. Pass rush win rate of 16.8%. Definitely a little bit more of a projection here, but a stable run defense grade 2 of 74.2. Just not bad, guys. I will tell you who this young man reminds me of as being the 6'6", 260, 268, 270-ish pound kind of prototypical defensive end. This is what you draw up a defensive end to look like. 35-inch freaking length reach in his arms, guys. I mean, this guy is a freaking aircraft carrier. He's a big dude. Athletic as heck, man. Running 6'7" 3-cone. Not a lot of dudes at that size running that kind of 3-cone, guys. That's impressive. He reminds me of Gregory Rousseau. He's very Rousseau-like, guys, with the, Gregory Rousseau being a really good, pass rush guy, big, long arm guy, 34 3/4 inch with the arm reach, right? Decent run stop guy to 68.9. He's not the highest, he's not the best, but he's a decent one. He definitely kind of reminds me of him. But I will say that I think Peyton Turner is a more athletic version of Gregory Rousseau. I think he's a far superior athletic profile to Rousseau. That doesn't mean that he's the better pass rusher or the better defensive end, but to me, this is a guy that deserves more attention than he gets. I'll give you another guy. This is a Washington guy, Joe Trion. I like Joe Trion a lot too, guys. When I look at Joe Trion, I see a guy that's, 6'4", 6'5"-ish, 260. Another guy with pretty good arm length, guys. He's got like 34-inch arm length. He's a good, not a great or a superb athlete, but he's very much a decent athlete for the position. This is a guy that I think if you really loved and fell in love with a Jalen Phillips, then this guy's not Jalen Phillips, guys. Don't mix it up. But he's the next kind of guy that's similar in profile to a Jalen Phillips, a Joe Tryon. I think this guy is a back of the second round into the third round type prospect. And I think that he's a good football player, man. A 15.9% win rate. Yeah, he's got some development there, right? 63.5% run stop rate. So he's not the greatest run stopper. Like, he's going to have to develop at the next level. That's really kind of getting into an area of concern with that. But definitely, like, he's a guy I like a lot. The next guy on this list, right? My number 4 guy, if you will, on this list. All right. Cameron Sample. Edge rusher, Tulane. Scrap all the crap you heard about, concerned about his level of competition. I don't care. This dude is a player. I'm telling you guys, man. He's not a tall dude. 6'2", 6'3"-ish, about 270, 265 to 270, okay? When you talk about, like, having crazy production, 22.6% win rate. I know you can say the level of competition. Hear me out. Don't overhype yourself into that, believing that. Because when he went to the Senior Bowl, he had the highest win rate at the Senior Bowl, too. Level of competition is not holding this guy back. He's winning against guys that are playing at a much higher level than him. We saw that in the Senior Bowl, right? Very balanced football player. This guy had an 84 grade against the run, man. He plays the pass, he plays the run. This is a very well-rounded football player whose only real knock you see is that this young man doesn't have, like, the greatest profile of competition to play. What I love about this guy more than anything, man, is he just gets leverage. He understands how to win leverage on the defensive line against offensive linemen. The dude has a ridiculous punch, man. This guy is powerful. If you like a guy like Carlos Basham Jr., you're going to like Cameron Sample. As a matter of fact, I'm really interested in Cameron Sample, and I love me. Look, Carlos Basham Jr. is my guy too, man. Wake Forest guy. Look, I coached in Winston-Salem, right where Wake Forest University is located. I know the players there. I know the program. I know the organization. I know that area, guys. I'm telling you, Cameron Sample is a good football player. Although I know a lot of guys would have Carlos Basham Jr. much higher than him. All right, I got one more guy, 5th guy I want to give for you guys that I like a lot. And he reminds me of another one of these first-round guys. Ronnie Perkins, Oklahoma. Man, he's not a big dude. 6'2", 253 pounds, right? He's definitely like one of those kind of bring-in situational pass rusher types early on in his career type, right? 24% win rate, guys. 24%. Dude, that's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous win rate. And here's the crazy thing. While he might be a little undersized at like a 6'2", like 253-pound guy, this guy had a 91% run stop ratio. A run grade. That's crazy. 91%. His win ratio or his run stop ratio was 15.7%. Highest crap, guys. Highest that I saw. He's a better run defender than Azeez Ojulari, although Azeez might be arguably the better pass rusher. They're similar. These are similar guys. If I was a guy that really liked Azeez Ojulari from Georgia and I just wasn't in position to get him, I might have my eyes towards a Ronnie Perkins. Guys, this is just 2nd and 3rd round talent as I see them. I will make another video later. Maybe I'll make one tomorrow where I'll go over day 3 pass rushers. I honestly think this is a better pass rusher class than people think. I think the interior defensive line is a different story. I think you have a few guys I like there. I think there's a grouping about 5 to 7 guys I think that have real talent in the NFL. Then there's a lot of, yeah, we'll see, kind of, in the interior. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me know. Give me your thoughts down below, guys. If you are not familiar with these guys, look them up. I'm telling you guys, they're worth a look. They're worth seeing. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next video.